everybody. How are you guys doing on today? I am super duper excited because she's back. Amy Clipston, the one and only, one of our favorite authors, is hanging out with us on today. And today's special, guys. Today is not just a regular literary cafe. It is a release day exclusive. Today is Amy Clipston's book birthday. Candy Apple Kisses. It is hot off the press. It's finally here. And check out that cover. I have the scratches. Y'all, it smells so good. I'm super, super excited about that. But first off, we have to tell Amy Clipston, happy release day, my friend, for coming and hanging out with us today. And of course, celebrating on today. You guys know what to do. Like, tag, and share. That's it, because Amy Clipston is celebrating with us on today. Tell a friend to tell a friend to come on down to the cafe on today, because we're hanging out with author Amy Clipston and her new release, Candy Apple Kisses. And Amy, I think that both of us, I think we did justice of matching the book cover on today. But for those who may don't know you, Amy, introduce yourself to the people.
Great. Well, thank you for having me, Angela. I love celebrating my releases with you. So it's always an honor to hang out, and I love chatting with you. So I'm Amy Clipston. I live near Charlotte, North Carolina, and I counted, and this is my 65th book, if you count novellas. So this is my new book. It's a sweet contemporary romance, takes place in my favorite time of year, the fall. And I'm a cat mom. I'm a human boy mom. I'm so excited to be here with you today.
I love that. I love that. And so, Amy, we are Carolina girls through and through. So I love that as well. Guys, if you're just joining us, we are celebrating with Amy Clipston on today. Her new release that's hot off the press, guys. Check out that cover. Amy already know that we have to talk about it, because I have shared with her that she had me at the cover. Hands down, when Amy Clipston showed me the cover for Candy Apple Kisses, I mean, Arcs wasn't even available yet, but when I saw this cover, I was like, Amy, count me in. Okay. First of all, the title, Candy Apple Kisses. Check out the apples. The attention is in the details. You see that green truck. If you have read the book, you know the significance of that truck as well. The fall colors. Y'all know I'm a fall girly as well. But Amy, I shared with you my thoughts of this cover, but what was it like for you, my friend, when you first saw the cover of Candy Apple Kisses?
Oh, I was speechless when they sent it to me. It was already designed, and I love the fall. I love decorating my house for the fall. I was just telling you, I grew up in New Jersey. I remember going to apple orchards and getting apples in the fall. Fall is my time of year. And then when they mentioned I got an email one day talking about the sticker, and I'm like, whoa, what? And then they told me that the first print run was going to have these stickers that smell like apples. And I was like, this is amazing. So I'm
yes.
I love it.
And okay, did y'all hear what Amy said? So if you pre-ordered, or if you purchase the first round of printing of Candle Apple Kisses, you will have the scratch and sniff a sticker. It smells amazing. It smells like apples. And of course, if you are an apple girl like myself and Amy, you will appreciate the scratch and sniff a sticker as well. So that is super cool for that. So the first printing of Candy Apple Kisses, has a scratch and sniff a sticker. Now, of course, Amy, it's 3 words, a Candy Apple Kisses. I love it. Was that your working title? Now, that's a little tea that I am not aware of.
I think, honestly, I think my editor, Lizzie, came up with that. When we first started talking about the story, and I was like, that is it. Like, that is perfect. I absolutely love it. And I worked it into the story a little bit. So I had a lot of fun with that.
I love it, guys. I love the title. I love the cover. And this is one of those books, guys, that you might not even read the blurb. You may just see the cover and be like, okay, count me in. This is one of those kind of books as well. And Amy, let me just tell you, these are characters that it feels like a warm hug. It's small, small town. There's apples, there's community, there's family, all of those good things. Amy, I don't think I realized that this was a friends to lovers. That's friends to lovers. Oh my goodness, the slow burn was slow burning. It was perfect for this one. And then the vulnerable moments for both of these individuals in this story as well. I love it. So again, guys, if you're joining us, we are celebrating with author Amy Clipston on today. It's her book birthday. It is Candy Apple Kisses. So, Amy, we're going to get into it just a little bit because there's so many things that I want to talk about. And then we're going to have some fun with this on your release date as well. So, can you share with us, Amy, what drew you to the idea of a heroine that is returning home after years of being away? And why was Splendid Lake the perfect place for Emily's story? So, kind of a two-part question to start us off.
Sure. So when my editor Lizzie and I started talking about ideas and talking about, first of all, another small town romance, I had written a couple books that took place in Coral Cove, and I was like, why don't we go back to Splendid Lake? Because my first contemporary romance was The Heart of Splendid Lake, and that, although all of my books are special to me, Splendid Lake is like extra special because it's loosely based on where we used to go on vacation when I was a little girl, to Scroon Lake in the Adirondacks of New York State. And like a lot of my favorite memories of my dad took place there. So that was how we started talking about going back to Splendid Lake, so to speak. And then we were kicking around ideas, and, we're thinking about, well, what if the heroine comes back home? And then we talked about friends to lovers, and like she's been in love with him since high school, but he's like never noticed. Like, I mean, she's his best friend, but he never thought about her that way. So, right. So the slow burn was just so fun, where he starts realizing, wait a minute, maybe I want to be more than friends with Emily. So, right. So it was a lot of fun.
And I love it. I love it. Guys, if you're just joining in, we are celebrating with author Amy Clipston on today, guys. Hot off the press. And I did say hot off the press. It's her new release. It is called Candy Apple Kisses. Check out that cover as well. Now, Amy, I want to ask you this, because before we kind of get into the characters and stuff like that, we're going to kind of deal with like the home, the heart, and returning back to Splendid Lake a little bit. So Emily comes back because Jake needs her. Let's just be honest. He texted his best friend. He reached out to his best friend, called his best friend, and he was like, I need you. And these two guys, they are so close. It was like, okay, I'm coming. Okay, I'm coming. Drop everything. My best friend needs me. But for you, what interested you about writing a returning home to help someone you love arc?
Yeah, so my editor and I just kind of kicked around ideas about small town and kind of thinking like Hallmarky. It's very Hallmarky. And so I know for me, it's been a long time since I've been back to my hometown in New Jersey. So just kind of thinking about what that would feel like, coming back home and being with your best friend, and she's kind of given up on him ever seeing her as more than a friend, and which is part of the reason why she left. I don't want to spill too much of the tea.
Yeah.
But so it's a little bittersweet for her to go home, but when she gets back home, she's like, oh, I am home. So, and I think we all can relate to that, because it's been a few years since I've been back to my hometown, but when I went up there for my nephew's wedding, my mom and I walked around the little downtown where I grew up in Ridgewood, New Jersey. And it was like, I haven't lived there since I was 18, but there's still that part of your heart that still belongs to your hometown, whether you want to, at least for me, whether I want to admit it or not. When I walk down Main Street, I'm like, yeah, this is still home. So I think we all can kind of relate to that.
Yeah, I totally agree with that as well. Now, the orchard, in addition to the town of Splendid Lake, the orchard is like a character in itself as well. Tell us a little bit about the orchard.
Right. So Jake's family has owned this orchard for 100 years. So they want to celebrate that. And that, which is part of the reason why he asks Emily to come back home to help plan that. And throughout the story, as you meet different people who live in Splendid Lake, the town, they'll say like, oh, my grandmother used to take me there to get apples every year, or I used to take my kids there. So it's very much, the orchard is very much a part of not only his family, but also the town, because they all have memories of going there, and it's just become like a staple in that town. So
Yeah.
so that was fun to create.
I love that. I love that. Now, how did you approach, if you can kind of share with this a little bit, how did you approach building this setting that carries legacy in this book? Because there's definitely legacy that's in this book as well for you. And were there any memories or any tension that kind of occurred when you started thinking about building this legacy for this book?
It's interesting because some of it just kind of came to me as I was writing. There's an old barn that has a big part in the story. And, when there's a lot of tension between Jake and his dad, because Jake wants his dad to retire. His dad has had some health problems, and Jake wants to take over the orchard, but his father doesn't think that he's ready for that because Jake's done some silly things in his past, and he's trying to, tell his dad, hey, that was a long time ago. I've grown up, And so when they start talking about restoring the barn, his dad is kind of like, why would you want to restore the barn? And then Emily's like, well, tell me about the barn. And he's like, well, I remember when my grandfather built the barn. And so there's a lot of family history that's woven into the story, as well as, the town's history with the orchard. So that was really fun too. Just kind of, for me, like thinking back to my grandparents and what might mean a lot to them, and, family stories and things like that. So it's like the family legacy that was really fun. Especially, I love when I'm writing it and then it kind of organically comes to me as I'm writing the scene. When I was writing that scene where Emily's trying to convince Jake's dad to let them restore the barn, I started thinking about, well, he would probably have memories of his grandparents and his father, and because that barn's been there a long time. So that was really fun, weaving that into the story.
Oh, wow. I like that. And that was actually where we were able to see the legacy come alive on the page, and the backdrop of his family's orchard as well. Now, let's talk about this a little bit. We're going to switch gears because Jake sees Emily's return as a missing piece that's like falling into place. Okay. So I don't know how much tea you can share, but what does Emily see in Jake that she didn't recognize before?
Ooh, you ask the good questions. I think, and you'll have to tell me if you agree, because I think she's always loved him. He's always been her best friend. He's always been there for her, especially, you find out in chapter 1 that she lost her parents, and he was literally there for her when that happened.
Mm-hmm.
But I think as they work together planning the festival, and I think she sees more of, I don't know how to explain it. I think she realizes that he's more than her best friend. He's more than just her unrequited crush, or lover. So I think she realizes how much she needs him when he realizes how much he needs her, because she kind of left because she gave up, because he has this on again, off again relationship with Claire, who I had a lot of fun with Claire.
We talked about Claire.
Yeah. So, but I think she realizes that as much as she was trying to leave him in the past, she can't, because he's been a big part of her heart and her life, and she can't let go, even if she wants to like find somebody else. Like her heart won't let her.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I love that. I love that. Guys, if you're just joining us, we are hanging out with Amy Clipston on today. It is her release day. It is her book birthday. Candy Apple Kisses. It is hot off the press. Feel free if you have a question or two to put that in the comment section as well. We would love to include you in our conversation on today. And also wish Amy Clipson a happy book birthday, a happy release day on today as well. Now, let's talk about these characters a little bit. And speaking of Claire, we'll start with her. How would you describe Claire's characteristics?
Oh, she is every mean girl I knew in high school.
Really?
Yes. She was every mean girl I knew in high school. Like, oh my goodness. She is all about perception. She's all about how she looks. She's all about looking perfect. She's all about um designer brands and everything. She's the total opposite of Emily, who walks around in ripped jeans and her Converse high tops that are covered in paint.
Yes.
Artist. Yeah. Yeah. There's one.
Emily, look, I mean, Emily is like free and living her best life. Okay.
Right. Yeah. And Claire is all about appearances. And I had so much fun. There's one part when they're in the ER waiting room that I don't want to ruin, but I think you know what it is. And my editor was like, "Oh, that's mean." Yeah. So yeah, I had fun with her. And
Wow.
Claire might get hers in the end. So yeah.
Mhm. So y'all stay tuned. Stay tuned. You have to read the book to find out what Amy is talking about on today. Okay, we can't spill all the tea. You know, she'll spill a little bit of tea. She may spill a lot, but there is definitely going to be some tea spilled on today as well. And JB had a great question, Amy. She wanted to know what keeps you motivated to write. Because JB, I don't know if you heard, but this is Amy's, you said 65th book, Amy?
Yeah, my 65th
book. So JB wanted to know what keeps you motivated to write?
Well, hey, JB, and that's a wonderful question. I've always kind of joked that writing was in my DNA because even in elementary school, I carried around spiral notebooks and wrote really silly stories before I even really knew how to write a book. So it's just always been a part of me. And I took a little bit of a hiatus earlier this year because I studied and I passed my HR certification exam. And it was like 5 months. Thank you. Oh, it was really, really tough, but absolutely worth it. So I had like 5 months where I was studying and I felt like something was missing because I wasn't writing. So I passed my exam. I have back-to-back book deadlines, and I like feel like I've gotten a piece of me back. So honestly, what keeps me motivated is I just love to create stories. I love to tell stories. Yeah, it's just part. Yeah, you're right, Kimberly. Yes, I am a storyteller, whether I want to be or not. I can't help it. So yeah.
I love that, y'all. And let me just tell you, Amy's just shared with us, this is her 65th book. Check out her website. Go to her backlist as well. She has some amazing, amazing stories. She has some contemporary romance, some literary fiction, women's fiction. She has some Amish books as well. She has a book, which another book is coming soon with Love Inspired. Again, she has her Amish line. She has her women's fiction line. There is something for you with her backlist as well. And I'll give you guys a little bit of tea. The book that introduced me to Amy Clipston was A Starstruck. That book will always have a special place in my heart. I absolutely fell in love with that book. And of course, I am now a super fan of Amy Clipston as well. So go to her website, guys, and check out her backlist. But in the meantime, I want you guys to check out Candy Apple Kisses. This is her 65th book, and we are super excited for her, and we are celebrating with her as well. And Kimberly Tetherson said, "Congratulations on your certification, Double Booty." Yes, and JB said, "Thank you for sharing, Amy, as well." Now we're going to talk about these characters a little more, guys, and she just enlightened us a little bit about Claire's character, who is Jake's on again, off again girlfriend, or what have you. And so let's talk about Emily. Now, we've kind of been talking about her, but if you kind of had to kind of describe her to us, what would you say about Emily?
She's very creative. She's an artist, but she's kind of lost her muse, and that's sort of her journey, is trying to find her muse again. Mm-hmm. And I would say she's very loyal. She's very sensitive. She feels things deeply. And she's also trying to find her way, because you'll find out in the first chapter, like she was a teacher at a community center. She worked in a coffee shop, and the only thing she liked was doodling on the cups. And she's just trying to find out who she is, where she belongs, what she should be doing. And Jake is like, why did you give up teaching art? Why? Jake doesn't understand why she's so lost. But she was a really fun character to write, and I think her journey will be very satisfying for readers.
Yes, I love it. Okay, now Amy, I'm gonna kind of give you a clue, and then I want for you to share what you want to share about this. It's one of the little things in the book that is a small thing, but it's a big thing. Um, Doodling on napkins.
Oh, yes. Oh, yeah. And that was one of the things that just kind of came to me while I was writing. I was thinking, if I was an artsy person, which I'm not. I drew The Simpsons once in high school, and that was about it for as far as me as an artist. Not. But so I was thinking, if somebody loves to paint and draw, wouldn't they just do it all the time without thinking about it? So she, when they were in school and they ate lunch together, she would sit there and she would draw on a napkin, and she'd still like participate in conversations. And then at the end of lunch, she would hand the napkin to Jake. And what she doesn't know, should I share it?
Look, Amy, that's why I'm over here smiling and swooning, because that is, oh my god, y'all. What Jake does is totally swoon worthy. But
Right.
if Amy wants to share that tea,
Sure.
I love it.
Sure. Like, I was just thinking, I have shoe boxes full of stuff. So I was thinking, well, wouldn't he just keep those? So he actually has a shoe box full of like every doodle that she's ever done. And when he tells her that, she's like, "You do not." And then later on in the story, he might give her the box. But yeah. But I was just kind of to like put myself in the mind of an artsy person. I would think that you would just doodle, like you would just just not even think about it. So I had a lot of fun with that.
And Amy, my jaws are hurting right now that I'm smiling so hard, because for me, that was totally swoon worthy. I was like, oh my goodness. And y'all, remind you, we said this is from high school. They are grown adults, okay? And
Right.
he still have these. So of course she's like, you don't have those. And he's like, I sure do.
Right. That was fun. Thank you.
I love that. Yes, Letitia, she said she loves that. Shows he had feelings for her all along. Yes, yes.
Yeah, he just doesn't realize it
He
until
just
he
don't
does.
realize it yet, Letitia.
Right.
He just does not realize it yet as well. Now, I want to ask you this, Amy, and this is spilling a little bit of tea. When Emily first steps foot back onto the orchard's ground, what memory, if you can kind of take us into Emily's mindset, what is her first memory? What's the first memory that hits her when she first steps foot on the ground of the orchards?
I think it would it might be two things. It might be how their childhood was there, and they're like, I talk about how when her parents first bought the house next door, when they were in kindergarten, she saw him and she marched up into the apple orchard, and she said, "I'm Emily. I just moved here and you're going to be my best friend." And he's like, okay. So I think it would be that, but I think it would also be her parents,
Oh,
because
yeah.
she grew
Yeah.
up next door, and her parents, I won't spill too much tea, but her parents have passed away. So, but I think it would be like her entire childhood and Jake, and then also her parents next door.
Yes.
So, yeah.
And so, as you guys can see, this friendship go way back. It go way back to kindergarten. Okay. I love that as well. Now, I'm trying to get y'all a little tea as well. So let's talk about Jake for a little bit, Amy. We're going to switch gears and talk about Jake for a little bit. What is Jake's biggest blind spot when it comes to love?
I think that he's been putting up with this on again, off again relationship with Claire for so long.
Come
that
on.
he hasn't even realized what love should feel like.
Oh.
And I think part of the reason why he doesn't want to let Claire go is because he is loyal to a fault.
Oh,
But
yes, he is.
he also feels like people expected him and Claire
Mhm.
to stay together. So I think his blind spot is figuring out what love truly is, and also that it's been right in front of him the whole time.
Yes, yes, I definitely agree with that. Guys, if you're just joining us, we are having an amazing time celebrating with author Amy Clipston on today. It's her new one. It's her 65th book. It's hot off the press. Candy Apple Kisses. We will be sharing with you in just a bit how you can get your hands on a copy of Candy Apple Kisses as well. Now, Amy, in just a bit, she's going to be sharing a sneak peek or a little snippet of Candy Apple Kisses. So, Amy, I'll let you get ready in just a bit. But before we do that, I'm going to say 3 words, my friend, and I want for you to tell us the first thing that comes to mind when you hear these 3 words collectively. So you don't have to dissect them or unpack them individually, just all 3 words collectively. What comes to Amy's mind? So, first up, Amy, is legacy, loyalty, love. Legacy, loyalty, love.
In relation to the book, or
Uh-huh.
in oh, okay. um, I think it's probably the orchard. Because
Ooh.
the orchard is Jake's family's legacy, but it's also Splendid Lake's legacy. Um, Loyalty because his family has taken care of the orchard for 100 years, and love because the Hughes family is that's their home, that's their homestead. So yeah, and also it makes me think of Jake and Emily because that's where their friendship started and where their friendship grew into more. So
I love that. Okay, next up, Amy. Autumn, orchard, adoration.
oh,
Autumn, orchard, adoration. What comes to mind?
oh yeah, the fall. I love the fall. So
Ooh.
yeah. So everything about the fall, and then just the apple orchard again, I would say.
I love that. I love that. Okay, next up, Amy. Home, heart, Splendid Lake.
Oh yeah, that's my Splendid Lake. I love my Splendid Lake. That place means so much to me, both as an author and as a person, because it was based on where I used to go on vacation as a child, and so yeah, so I just love Splendid Lake. It's super special to me. So
I love that. Now, Amy, I want to ask you this, my friend, because let's talk a little bit of a little behind the scene, okay?
okay.
And then we're going to allow you to read us a short snippet. So there is small town. There's an orchard. There's family. There's legacy. There's all these things. For you, were there any like small towns? Were there family traditions that also incorporated together help you to create Candy Apple Kisses?
Definitely, because the town that I grew up in, we like there was a big Christmas tree that they would light up, and I actually used that in a little novella I wrote that's based on in Splendid Lake. And so, and the 4th of July parade and decorating for fall, decorating for Christmas, and so although I'm not sure I really grew up in a small town in New Jersey because it was outside of New York City,
Uh
but
huh.
I incorporated a lot of those traditions that I loved growing up. Like I remember decorating my bike for the 4th of July parade, and all the kids would ride their bikes. And then when I was in high school, I was in the marching band and I was in the parade, and all those little things that give your town, make it feel like home and give it character. I worked into Splendid Lake.
Wow. I see. Talk about behind the scene tea. I love that. I love that. Now, Amy, I'm going to ask you this, and then I'm going to let you prepare for sharing the snippet with us.
Okay.
How did you balance the sweetness of the romance? Because it does have a Hallmark feel to it. But how did you balance the sweetness of the romance with the tension of them saving the orchard?
I kind of try to work them in together because as they
Mhm.
were working on the orchard, there were sweet little moments that would happen
Yeah.
between them. So like I'm trying to think of some, like when they put some lights up and then like kind of played music and had a little dance and in the barn. And so I tried to bring them together, like have little moments when they were working on the orchard, kind of push the romance forward. So
Yeah.
what I tried to do.
And Amy, I'm gonna throw this one in there too, and you can of course share what comes to mind. Um, childhood fort.
Childhood for, oh yeah. So I had was it Jake's dad built them a fort in at the back of the orchard where that overlooked the lake, and that was where they'd go and kind of hang out when they were kids. And then she one of the first nights that she arrives there, she's like, we need to talk, and she drags him out into the orchard to the to the fort, and he's like, I
Yeah,
don't think I can
he's
hold that.
looking at him like, I don't
And
know
she
if
like
I'm gonna hold
climbs up
that.
and he's like jumping up and down. He's like, you're gonna give me a heart attack. It's gonna fall down. So I try to like have fun with that too, like have them revisit their childhood, but also kind of bring it full circle. And so
Love that. I love that. Guys, let me just tell
like,
you,
yeah, he's like, you're gonna
there's
fall off.
so many like cute moments, Amy, and swoon-worthy moments in here as well. So, guys, if you're just joining us, as you can see, we are celebrating with author Amy Clipston on today. Her new book, Candy Apple Kisses. It is hot off the press. If you're just joining us, Amy spilled some tea about their childhood fort. She spilled some tea about napkin doodling. All of these things as well you will find in this book, as well as a swoon. It is a story of all the feels as well. Now, Amy is getting ready to share just a little bit of Candy Apple Kisses. So, Amy, I'm going to allow you, my friend, to kind of set the scene for us, and we're ready when you are.
Okay, great. So I'm just gonna read like the first page or so of the story, and it starts out with my editor and I were talking about I said, how should we start? How should I start the book? And she goes, well, why don't you start it in Jake's point of view? Because I normally start in the female's point of view. And she's like, start it with Emily showing up at the orchard. And I'm like, okay. So yeah, so
yeah.
so I'm gonna read page 1.
Okay.
Okay. Jake Hughes couldn't stop the smile that overtook his lips as he jogged down the front steps of his parents' 2-story farmhouse. A vaguely familiar 1960s pop song, was it the Beatles or the Monkees? Blasted from the 2002 Hunter Green Jeep Wrangler crunching up the gravel driveway. His best friend since kindergarten, Emily Carmichael, was at the wheel, and he couldn't have been more relieved. She's finally here. Everything's going to be all right. The Jeep came to a stop just as Jake's work boots hit the gravel, and Emily jumped out. Carmichael, he called as he pulled her in for a quick hug, lifting her off her feet for a few seconds. It's about time you got here. When he set her back down on the ground, she gave him a friendly shove. Whatever, she huffed. I told you I'd be here by 5. Jake lifted his phone from the back pocket of his worn jeans and gave it a dramatic glance. And yet, it's almost 6. He shoved the phone back in his pocket. You're never on time. You were even late for our high school graduation. I was only 15 minutes late to graduation, and you'd expect nothing less from me, she said with a flourish before reaching into the back of the Jeep for her huge black suitcase. At 5'4", her slight frame barely reached the back seat. I'll get it. He gently moved her to the side. I don't know why you bought those big tires for this thing when you practically need a step stool to get in and out of it. She lifted an eyebrow at him. Because it's cool. He set the suitcase on the ground with a smirk as his gaze roved over her. Emily was nearly a foot shorter than he was, and she looked the same as he remembered. Her wavy dark brown hair was styled in a thick ponytail that almost reached the middle of her back. Her well-loved blue jeans sported holes in each knee, and her signature pink Converse high tops were splattered with a rainbow of dried paint. Her ivory skin was flawless and makeup-free, and her eyes, a shade of brown so light they appeared golden, sparkled as she grinned up at him. He could feel a snappy comment coming, and he relished it. He'd missed the barbs they'd always enjoyed throwing at each other since they were kids.
I love it. And Amy, let me just tell you, the banter, I was so here for it. And nobody can call her Carmichael like Jake. Okay. I love it. I love that. Guys, if you're just joining us, Amy just shared with us a little bit from a candy apple a kisses on today. And of course, there is a giveaway. We'll be sharing with you in just a moment what the giveaway is going to be as well. Now, Amy, of course, my friend, you know we have to play a quick round of rapid fire as well as this or that candy apple kisses edition. But before we do that, I do want to ask you some quick tea spilling questions as well. So if Emily had to describe Jake using only three kinds of apples, what would they be?
Oh gosh. Um, let me think of apples. Gosh.
Our favorite is one of the ones that comes to mind for me.
Right. Honey crisp,
Yeah.
definitely. Let's see, other kinds of apples. Of course I'm drawing a blank. Maybe Granny Smith, because they're a little,
Oh, okay.
a little like tardy, but you know what I mean? Like, yeah.
Yeah.
And then okay, I need a third one. I don't know, Golden Delicious. I don't know.
Oh, golden delicious. Golden delicious. Okay. Yes. Okay. Yeah, he is very fun. Okay,
Yes, he is.
and he's her best friend. But let me tell you, she respects all aspects of how well he looks. Okay,
Yes.
so Amy, would you say so? I mean, yeah, Caitlin, the banter is awesome. Yes, Caitlin, I am so here for the
Yeah.
banter between Emily and Jake as well. Okay, this is another tea spilling question. What's one thing Jake would never admit out loud, but absolutely feels?
I guess how much he needs her. I don't know if he ever
I can
says
see
that
that.
out loud.
Yeah. I can see that. Outside of that
Yeah.
initial when he called her and like, hey, I need you. Yes,
Right,
I can
right.
see that. Okay. Last one of tea spilling question time. If Candy Apple Kisses, Amy, had a soundtrack, what three songs would absolutely make the list?
Well, the Vanessa Williams song, Save the Best for Last.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. And you'll find out more about that song when you read the book.
Yes.
Oh gosh. I have to think. Oh. The Taylor Swift song about,
Yes.
oh gosh. I just had her album playing in the car today. Ruin the Friendship.
Okay.
Yeah. And then, okay, we need a third one. Gosh.
Look, Kimberly tells us and it's helping you out. She said the song Candy Rain keeps coming to mind when she hear the title Candy Apple Kisses.
Oh, okay. Yeah. And I apologize. I'm going to have to Google that song. I'm so embarrassed that I don't know that song. Oh gosh, now I can't. Oh, Bryan Adams. Oh, yeah.
Okay. By Bryan Adams and Barbara Streisand, I finally found someone.
I love me some Bryan Adams. Yeah.
Okay.
Summer of '69 is like, oh, if that song comes on, I am singing along with it. I don't care who's in the room.
In the comment section, they got your back for the playlist for Candy Apple Kisses. I love it. I love it. Okay, Amy, rapid fire, my friend.
Okay.
Emily, in one word.
Tender? I don't know why that came to me. That's what came to me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Jake, in one word.
Besides gorgeous,
Loyal,
I would say. I mean,
loyal, definitely. Yeah, we'll give him 2 words. We'll give him gorgeous and loyal. We'll give him 2. I'll take it.
That works.
And Jake, in one word.
I'm sorry. Say that again.
Emily and Jake, in one word.
Finally. Yeah. Finally. Yeah. Destined. I don't know. Yeah.
Your favorite fall treat. What is Amy Clipston's favorite fall treat?
I would say cider, probably. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha. All right. This or that Candy Apple Kisses edition. Amy, are you ready? These are
Yes,
good.
I'm ready.
Okay. Sweet or tart apples? A sweet apple or a tart apple?
Um, gosh, what would you say? Our favorite apples. I can't think of words today. Would you say that's sweet or tart?
It's kind of, you know what? It's kind of a little bit of both. It's kind of in the
Yeah,
mixture, and then it's crunchy. If y'all want to know, myself and Amy, we love Honeycrisp apples.
yeah,
So what would you guys say? It's sweet, crunchy,
yeah.
got just a little zing of tart, not too much, but it's more
Right.
sweet and crunchy.
Yeah.
We absolutely love that. Okay, Amy. Next up, the orchard at sunrise or the orchard at sunset.
I think sunset because I could just see it
Ooh,
across the lake, just see the reflections. Yeah,
ooh.
yeah,
The orchard at sunset. I love it. I love it. Well, I guess that could be sunrise too. Either one. You
yeah,
pick which one
yeah.
you want to be. Okay. Um, candy apple or caramel apple? Candy apple or caramel apple?
I think caramel apple. I love caramel.
Ooh. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Now let me ask you this, Amy. So with your caramel apple, do you like it with the Granny Smith or you like it with the Red Delicious?
Oh gosh. I think red delicious. I'm not sure if I've ever had
Ooh.
one with Granny Smith. I don't know.
Okay. Okay. Um, fall festival music or quiet porch conversation?
Oh, I think quiet porch conversation. Yeah,
Ooh,
definitely.
I love that. Amy, thank you so much for giving us this or that Candy Apple Kisses edition. Guys, there is a giveaway. I'm super, super excited about this giveaway. Amy, please share with us what the giveaway is going to be on today.
Sure. Of course, a signed copy of Candy Apple Kisses with the scratch and sniff
Yeah.
sticker. And then some swag.
Ooh,
One of my newer tote bags. It's a nice big tote bag. You can carry your books around
I
in.
love it.
A little mirror for your bag, your purse, however you need to use it.
You have the best
Highlighter.
swag.
Yep. A highlighter, a pen, and then some bookmarks. I don't have bookmarks with me, but you'll get a great big stack of bookmarks too.
I love that. Guys, did you hear that? You get a signed autograph copy of Candy Apple Kisses. It is the scratch and sniff version. So I love that. And you get lots of cool Amy Clipston swag. There's a swag bag, there's pins, there's a mirror, there is a highlighter, there's lots of bookmarks. That is the giveaway on today. All you had to do was to participate by commenting in the comment section throughout the broadcast on today. My friend Amy Clipston is going to help me out. I am getting ready to go up and down the comment section. And when Amy tells me when to stop, that person will be the winner of autographed copy of Candy Apple Kisses and lots of Amy Clipston swag. Okay, Amy, let me get everything ready, my friend. And I am ready when you are.
Okay.
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 Okay. And Amy, can you see the name? Is it Caitlin?
Oh yes,
Caitlin.
Caitlin Waro. Caitlin Waro.
Caitlin, you are the winner, my friend. If you congratulations. If you will inbox me, my friend, we will be sure to make sure that you get your autographed copy of Candy Apple Kisses with the scratch and sniff and lots of Amy Clipston swag as well. Amy is getting ready to share with us how you can get your hands on a copy of this book. Let me just tell y'all, are y'all ready for this? It's available in ebook. It's available in print and audiobook girlies and guys. It is available in audiobook as well. Amy, please share with us how can they get their hands on a copy of Candy Apple Kisses? And as we said earlier, guys, the first printing of Candy Apple Kisses has the scratch and sniff as well. So you want to order or go to the store early and get you a copy in print if you want the scratch and sniff as well. But Amy, how can they get their hands on a copy?
Well, I'm very, very, very excited to announce that Candy Apple Kisses is going to be available in Walmart, Target, Sam's, and BJ's, which is such an it's so exciting for me as an author. I'm so honored that these big box stores are going to carry it. Also, if you go to my website, amyclipston.com, and click on my page for Candy Apple Kisses, there are links there for how you can get an autographed copy or order from different retailers. If you'd rather order online, find your favorite retailer and you can order a copy. And then also, as Angela said, I'm very excited that it is available in ebook and audiobook as well. So yes, pick up your copy.
And I love it. And Amy, I just want to make sure they can also go to your website and order directly from you to get an autographed copy of it as well, right?
Actually, you can go through a link to Talk Shop Live, which
Okay.
I'm partnering with, and you can get your autographed copy through Talk Shop Live, and there's a link on my website. So yes.
Okay. And Amy, I'll get you to make sure that I have the Talk Shop Live link, and then we can put that in the comment section as well. So
Great.
yeah, I'll get
Thank
that from you as well. All right,
Thank
guys,
you.
there you have it. That's how you can get a copy of an autographed copy from Talk Shop Live. Amy is going to provide the link for that. Of course, you can go to your local retailers. You can get a copy from there. And again, if you are an audiobook person, if you enjoy the ebook, you're able to get it in those formats as well. Amy, it has been amazing celebrating with you on today. Candy Apple Kisses, guys. It is hot off the press. Of course, once you read it, leave my friend Amy a review. I know she would be so appreciative of that as well. Not only that, guys, tell a friend to get them a copy of Candy Apple Kisses Book Club. This is some amazing reading. It's great for book clubs. Buddy reading is good to buddy read as well. Or if you want to read it on your own, it's perfect for that as well. But we want for you to have a copy of Candy Apple Kisses and enjoy all the swoon, the small town, the friends to lovers, all the things, the banter that makes Candy Apple Kisses what it is, that we are enjoying it as well. Now, Amy, my friend, please share with us, how can we stay connected with you?
Well, I would love for you to find me on social media. I'm on Facebook and Instagram and TikTok. And also, if you go to my website, you can sign up for my newsletter. In my newsletter, I include character updates if you're wondering what happens to your favorite characters after the story ends. Also, you'll get sneak peeks of books before they come out. I share 3 chapters to the folks who are members of my newsletter. And yeah, so absolutely drop me a line through Facebook, Instagram. Don't laugh too hard at TikTok. I'm doing my best. I'm a little bit older, Gen X here, trying to figure it all out. But yeah, please sign up for my newsletter and reach out to me over social media. I'd love to hear from you. And as Angela said, please leave reviews for my books. And after you read Candy Apple Kisses, drop me a line and let me know what you think. I'd love to know.
I love that. And Amy, I also want to say congratulations. You was featured in People's Magazine as well. So congratulations. Tell us a little bit about that real quick.
Oh, that was such a shock. Thank you for bringing that up, Angela. I got an email like on a Thursday from one of the marketing people at Thomas Nelson. And she's like, yeah, I need a couple quotes for People Magazine. And I was like, what? And so, yeah, it was like the biggest thrill ever because we get People Magazine here at my house. I never thought that I would be in it. And so they featured Candy Apple Kisses. It's available online. If you go to my Facebook page, I have a link to it. Yeah, that was very surprising. And there's been a lot of surprises with this book, and I'm just so honored and grateful. So
I love that. There you guys have it. Our very own cafe person that we love to stop by the cafe, Amy Clipston, featured in People's Magazine for Candy Apple Kisses. It's hot off the press, guys. Again, ebook, audiobook, and print. It is available for you. So go and get a copy of that. Amy, it's been amazing hanging out with you on today. Last question for you, my friend. Candy Apple Kisses in 3 words.
Oh boy. 3 words. Small town love story. Small town romance. So, yeah.
I love it, guys. Go get a copy of Candy Apple Kisses. Make sure you're following Amy Clipston as well. And Amy, of course, my friend, we have to allow you the last words of what you want to say to the people tonight.
Well, thank you so much for joining us. Angela, thank you for having me. It's such an honor to be able to celebrate my new book release with all of you. Thank you for stopping by, leaving comments, and just wanting to hear about my story. And I hope you enjoy it, and just thank you very much.
I love that. I love it. Well, thank you, Amy, for continuing to bring us great stories as well. Guys, that is our show on today. It has been amazing hanging out with all of you as well. And as we always say here at the cafe, have an amazing day because Amy and I, we are definitely having an amazing day. And until next time, we'll see you guys later. But in the meantime, get you a copy of Candy Apple Kisses by my friend Amy Clipston. See you later.